Hey guys, what's up? I hope all of you are doing awesome. For today's video, we are going to react to Season 2, Episode 7 of SEIREI GENSOUKI, so let's go ahead and jump right into it.
I must go. I'll send a messenger your way first thing tomorrow morning.
To ride with you was an honor. Thank you for bringing me.
Your lodgings await you, sir. Right this way.
Oh, there must be another place.
After our encounter in the forest,
ooh,
Miss Lisa has kindly
macaroons.
provided lodging for us.
I love
So we'll be
macaroons.
sojourning here in Amanda for the next few days.
Works for
Do
me.
y'all like macaroons?
I'm sorry for not including you in the decision.
Oh, it's all right. I trust you.
We're here in the kingdom of Galark, and
Galark.
I've been on a mission to find their hero.
That's where they
Building a
are.
relationship with someone in a position of authority
Galark.
would be beneficial.
Yes, you're right. But please, don't let your guard down. Though she may seem pleasant, she's well known for being clever.
The hero would have had the power to turn the tide for us, right?
It's possible. Unfortunately, he lacks the practical battlefield
They
experience.
were just talking about her.
That may be. But he had the strength to pick up the Minotaur's greatsword. Would it be right to assume his strength came from
I
his
think it's
divine
Lisa
arms?
Lata or something.
A safe assumption,
Lisa
yes.
There. His first foray ended up being quite dire.
If nothing else, it was a learning experience for him, and perhaps for us as well.
As I suspected, the Duke isn't looking for the hero to be an instrument in battle, but rather nothing more than a symbol of power.
Well, I suppose in the end, if our swordmaster friend hadn't shown up, we could have all been
I
slaughtered.
mean, he gives off pretty good
You're speaking of
vibes.
Master Haruto?
He slew 3 minotaurs in the blink of an eye. Unless one can manipulate an enchanted sword at will,
That's
that
real
isn't
for you.
possible. It all begs the question of his true identity. Lisa Lata, what do you think?
When I look at his skill with a sword, the way he speaks, it indicates a life of refinement. He may be from a fallen house, or likely he's hiding his identity for other reasons.
Before we establish a formal relationship with Master Haruto, I'd like to know a little more about him.
So now
Perhaps you'd like to attend my meeting with him tomorrow?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Lisa Lata?
I take that as a yes.
A simple thank you will not suffice. Please, make use of my nights.
Are you quite certain about that, Your Grace?
You intend to investigate the cause of the monster spawnings, yes? Exploring the forest with additional personnel could reap more benefits.
It could indeed, sir.
Are we really going to eat at such a fancy restaurant? You know it's famous for having outrageous prices, right?
You don't need to worry about money, love. We've been there a dozen times. It's really not a big deal. Are you not aware you're dining with 2 nobles tonight?
Of course, my lord.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I could get used to this. Good. I already have. I've nearly forgotten this afternoon. Can we not talk about that? Stupid guy swooping in with his sword like he's a hero. I'd like to take him out myself. Who does he think he is? Speaking of,
Who do you think
how
you
about that
are?
real hero?
You two, in that battle earlier, you freaked out and hid in the back. Your legs were shaking like leaves in the wind. Oh, honorable knights, get it together.
He has no idea what he's talking about. He treats us as though
Dumb
we're insignificant
vibes.
weaklings.
Absolute dumb
Let's
vibes.
forget about that lap, too.
I go in there, and I find her fast asleep in the bath. It was rather shocking, to say the least.
It was warm and cozy and felt so good.
Maybe we stick to sleeping in beds.
Move! You're in my way! Please don't do this, sir! I shouldn't waste my breath on a commoner. Don't blame me for what happens to you later. I'm not concerned for myself.
Is that a fight?
A man doesn't know his place! Alright, let it go, Stuart. We'll just talk to these other customers ourselves.
Please don't do this. My deepest apologies for this intrusion. May I ask what's going on? It's you. You're Haruto or something, right? I'm terribly sorry, but have I met the two of you before? Oh, please forgive me, good sir. My name is Stuart Huguenot, and this is Alphonse Rodin. Yes, we are knights affiliated with the group that you rescued today.
It's giving fake, because they were just
Stuart.
talking.
Alphonse. That's right, of course you are. Please forgive my poor memory. Is there something I can do for you?
My friends and we want to use this room.
Oh, all right. My guests and I were just finishing our meal. Please, come in if you'd like. Both of you, stay close.
Well, stop right there.
What is it?
What's the hurry? Why don't you ladies stay here and dine with us tonight?
How kind. But we've had our fill of food and drink for the evening.
Oh, would you refuse a noble's invitation?
We are also tired from our journey.
I can't say that I'm impressed. You may be good with a sword and all, but you are still just a commoner, correct?
Please, sir,
Is
we'd
that
like to
right?
leave.
Alphonse, it's all right. Let them go.
I'm sorry, sir. If you continue to bother our other patrons like this, we will have to take all the appropriate measures.
We'll go then.
Hang on.
Hey, I don't think that's a good idea.
What now?
It's clear to me that
Dude,
you
you
don't
don't
know
know who
how
you're
to
messing
interact with nobility.
I
No
was
idea.
born a commoner, unfortunately.
Post up.
I've struck men down for lighter discourtesies.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I've heard there
Knock
are
'em out,
national
too.
laws to place limits on discourtesy killings. If so, am I in violation under those laws? Have I committed a punishable offense?
Why, you! Filthy commoner scum! Who do you think you are? You little... Alphonse, no! Let him go, vermin!
If I do that, it's likely he'll try to hit me
Vermin.
again.
No, shut up! Unforgivable!
Take him out
How
of there.
dare you! Take this!
Despite repeated attempts to handle this peaceably,
You took him out,
I think
like,
we're beyond that now.
real
If
fast.
you'd be willing, could you bring someone to deal with them in the appropriate means?
Like,
Those are the particulars of the situation. Testimony from the staff corroborates this.
How unfortunate. This couldn't be worse. I didn't want him to think that nobles were all pompous. Given an unseemly incident like this, he's sure to be more wary of us in the future.
How dare those arrogant fools!
Where is Haruto now?
He has returned to the inn to recuperate.
I see. And I shall apologize to him in the morning.
As you wish, ma'am. I shall go make our preparations.
Be assured, I shall reproach my son and his friend for their misconduct. If it's not too much to ask, would you convey my sincerest apologies to Sir Haruto?
Of course, Your Grace.
You ignorant fools. My expectations of you were low from the beginning, and yet somehow you've still managed to disappoint me.
damn.
I was clear, was I not? That you'd get no second chance?
Daddy pissed.
Rejoice! I shall disinherit you just as you desired.
What? Disinherit? That's going too far, Your Grace! It was nothing but a petty altercation with some commoner swordsman!
Just a commoner, eh? He appears to be far more competent than you are.
Tell him.
Though your uselessness makes that a low bar to clear.
Your Grace! How rude!
That's what happens
You
when
may
you're
be the
really-
Duke of the House Huguenot, but I urge you to take back those words immediately!
That swordsman dispatched 3 minotaurs as if they were merely toys. Can you do any task that comes close to that?
Well, perhaps using an enchanted sword.
I heard the two of you attacked him together, and he still managed to gain the upper hand on you. You're lucky. I'm going to grant you an opportunity to clear your name. Otherwise, I'm certain facing your father would be quite unpleasant indeed.
I'll do
That's
it!
embarrassing.
Please give me a chance!
In light of recent events, Lisalata will investigate the forest to the west of here.
And you want me to
Get
help
rid of
her,
yourself.
right?
Should you somehow distinguish yourself as part of the advance party, then I wouldn't mind putting in a good word for you regarding this matter. But if you fail to produce results, I will ask that you return to Rodania and remain there.
Your Grace, I can help her.
Very well. Now then,
Your Grace.
you must apologize unreservedly to Master Haruto. Understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, well that takes balls at least.
I'm sorry for what happened yesterday. Because I
Make
brought
an
you with me,
apology.
I ended up subjecting you to more danger.
My heart's still racing, but I'll be just fine.
I have a small proposition. Maybe stay in the stone house with Aishia. Your heart will likely be better off there.
Oh, please! Don't worry. I told you I'll be fine.
I know, but is Isn't it difficult for you to feel at ease?
It's alright. Besides, I don't ever want to leave your side, Haruto. Out of concern for you is all. It's simply about your safety, nothing more.
Right. How thoughtful of you.
If the time comes, we can just run away.
If you'll excuse us.
Duke Huguenot was embarrassed. He wanted me to extend his apologies.
How good of him.
Furthermore, he's asked me to hear out any request you may have at this time.
All right. In that case, I'd like a formal record of the amicable resolution of this dispute. In writing, of course.
Of course, good sir. I'll act as an arbitrator.
He's so
Plus,
sweet.
a document shall be created.
Thank you, my lady.
And now, and if we're in good standing, I would still like to invite you to my home as was planned. Perhaps you'd like to join us for lunch? Your two companions are welcome as well.
After last night's tumult, I'm certain they'll be too exhausted for an afternoon outing. I will attend alone, if that's all the same.
Poop, you gotta watch TV.
Do you find this a satisfactory summation of events?
If anything, I'd say that this version favors my side too heavily. If you have no objections, then I suppose we can move forward.
I owe you this, Master Haruto. Now then, since we're both in agreement on the final terms, we will leave the drawing up of the official contract to our arbitrator here.
Yes, of course, Your Grace.
Now then, as a good parent, I want to apologize again for my son's misdeeds. And in addition, he and his friend would like to repent personally if you'll allow it.
Oh, I suppose that would be fine.
Thank you. Come in, boys.
Whoa.
Go on. Express your remorse properly. And be grateful he's willing to hear you out.
We're so sorry for what we did.
You don't have to bow your heads anymore.
Respect.
Master Haruto!
Princess Flora,
So
it's an honor to see you again so soon.
Please, have a seat. Sounds like you've had it pretty rough.
Thanks. It's not so bad. There's no way around it. Miss Lieselotte must have knowledge from Earth.
Master Haruto, what do you think of it?
Master Hot.
Oh, it's quite delicious. I never imagined that rice could be made into a dish this good.
Master Haruto, how old were you when your travels began?
I was just 11 years old.
Speaking of which, well, how old are you these days?
Right now, I'm 16.
And you've been traveling since you were a kid? I guess if you were with your parents,
16.
it wouldn't be out of the question.
I'm
Yes,
including
but
Rio.
both of my parents died before I set out on my journey. I've traveled mostly alone.
Ah, I see. Sorry I brought it up.
It's fine. I wouldn't feel bad.
Wow.
So, if you don't mind me asking,
Got
what
tons
made
of
you decide to set out adventuring all
experience,
alone?
combat experience.
You could say it was personal. I
But-
was searching for someone with a connection to my parents.
He's been training.
Do you have
since-
any intention of settling somewhere permanently?
I still have much journeying to do.
In the future, when the time comes, I hope you'll consider the Kingdom of Beltrum for your permanent residence. I would grant very favorable terms to a swordsman of your caliber.
Well then, in that case, I would like to extend a similar offer as well.
I'm most grateful to you both. May the fates allow it.
Look at them, fawning all over you. Think we just witnessed the birth of a new hero.
I'm getting jealous.
I would never presume. A lone orphan like me could never measure up to a real hero like you, Sir Hiroaki.
Well, no matter how
Hero.
much good you do,
Hero.
there's a strength and status that only a true hero
I
like
still
yours
don't
truly
say
can
it right.
possess.
Is it true your hero's a woman?
Yes, Miss Satsuki Sumuragi.
They're so.
She is the hero who was summoned to our kingdom.
Satsuki? Sumuragi?
Our friends' names are Satsuki and Takehisa. Do you
There's no
in this
mistake.
world too?
She's one of the people Miharu is searching for.
Sir Hiroaki will also be presented to the other kingdoms at the party.
Beltrum has another hero as well. Sir Rui Shigekura has also been invited.
It's annoying to get shown off like a trophy, you know? But just another responsibility
BS.
of being a hero.
I'm about to call
It sounds
BS.
like there will be many important people there.
Yes, indeed.
He's
And
milking
rumors
it.
are swirling around that there may be at least one more. The hero that was summoned to the Cento Stella Kingdom.
Oh, how curious. We're one step closer.
Blast it. What a huge waste of time.
All because of that stupid commoner. What, Duke? Useless am I? Just watch me, old man. I'll show you what I can really do.
Men, keep your guard up. We may be faced with another Minotaur at any time.
Oh, you won't have to worry about that. There aren't any monsters left in the forest, you see.
Who are you?
What is this? He was in the last episode at the very end too. Alright guys, there wasn't too much action this time around, but I really enjoyed watching Rio take down the two knuckleheads that think they're better than him. A little too big-headed. And then also, okay, one thing that's been bothering me about these episodes is when Rio doesn't take pride in all he has accomplished, because I feel like he's a bit too humble. Maybe he'll like finally be recognized, but who knows? He's been recognized a little bit. It's just whenever he, like, for instance, Rio is a hero, but he's not being recognized as one of the heroes. That's what's not sitting right with me. So hopefully that is coming soon. So that's my thoughts. As for predictions, well, I was right the last episode, and I think one of my other subscribers predicted it as well, that the villain that we saw last episode was going to come into this episode. The only thing that was interesting to me was that that villain came in at the very end. It's giving cliffhanger. So I'm gonna stick to, you know, we're gonna see those villains some more, figure out what they're after. I mean, most of the time, like I said, it's power. But I think there's gonna be some new monsters. Also, if you're wondering why I have Toop, it's because he makes a ton of noise while I'm filming. He tries to jump on my chair, so I'm like, it might be better if I just have him in my lap. And yeah, that's the reason. So, till then, if you enjoyed today's video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the little bell button to be notified anytime I post. I will see all of you on the next reaction video. Bye guys!